New characters. At one point in time, this was a new character. He was a new character. They were new characters who failed. People stuck with them, or the company did, and eventually got them over, and they became a constant. The X-Men now are everywhere. But when this new character spawned, they joined a crop of characters, which was large, but not as large as today. Their newness and uniqueness was more. They were more unique and more new. Their power set, there wasn't, there's already 10 guys who can do the same thing the way we do today. A new character then, created by Stan Lee or Jack Kirby, is not the same as a new character in the last few years. And not to say Stan, Ditko, not to say all of them didn't have failures. The failure rate was not what it is today. What is a failure? That's subjective, but you're lying to yourself if you disagree with me on how failures are much more higher now. Let's fast forward some years. Venom spawns out of the Spider-Man thing. Venom's a character that got him popping. The New Mutants during the 80s and the who else we got? Fast forward, Deadpool kind of comes out. There's some shining lights. Blade after the movie, happens to be a character who's around, not too big, who can hold an ongoing series. I would say Miles Morales Spider-Man, again, huge creator, Brian Michael Bendis. And then plus they were using the Ultimate Spider-Man fan base, and they kind of never left, just to stick with the universe, so they had good support. Kamala Khan, if you want to call that a success, I don't, because you don't have an ongoing series. As well as other things, the ongoing series that was happening wasn't selling well, but that doesn't matter. Sales, what, Chillmonger? So as we fast forward through time, we collect data, and we understand, okay, new characters come a dime a dozen. Sometimes they're special and they'll stick with us. Sometimes it'll be like a Sam Alexander Nova, and the Richard Rider Nova is going to be used more than the Sam Alexander version. And I kind of learned that what's being attempted here the tweet from Cosmic Marvel, isn't as successful at all. It is creating a D-lister, as a strategy. I kind of learned that this isn't it. Marvel's announced its new Hawkeye. So not the backup Hawkeye. First of all, there's Hawkeye. Not the backup Hawkeye, but backup Hawkeye. Marvel named Charlie Ramsey. I already know the destination of this character. Now, thankfully, at least it's one character. Did you guys see New Champions? Right here, you see that? New Champions. And you can see the character designs, which I think are good. I like a lot of these things. I can see this one right here with the Ms. Marvel lightning bolt and Captain Marvel on the waist. I can see that as a secondary character, which comes with a glass ceiling. I love the designs of everyone. This one, that, flying. Like, I want to know what these circles are. I'm really interested and terribly disappointed and saddened that it's being wasted on new characters. Like, these are all individual franchises, and putting them all in one of these hugely popular. Who drew this? Written by Steve Fox, art by Ivan Foriella. Oh, the cover by was Gleb Melkinov. I'm loving this, and I hate that they're being introduced as a group together, because groups is dilution. Like, how am I gonna focus on one guy? Why we think this is gonna be a popular thing? Everyone look at Strange Academy. Strange Academy, cool, 18 issues long. I went 3 trade paperbacks. You can't be too sad at that, because there's been worse performers. But it goes 18. Humberto Ramos was there, and Scotty Young. Those are some names, which is probably why it reached 18. There was speculation hype in the beginning. I remember comics were selling out of shops. Orders needed to be increased, and we're going, oh, yeah, wait. This isn't going like every other. And then eventually they had to end it. They had a showing in Blood Hunt, but they were destined by the handicap of being a Doctor Strange subsidiary. Some guys can make it out of that, like Robin did with Nightwing, and some guys stay in it. Jon Stewart, Green Lantern. Let's go back to Marvel. Venom has launched off of it, but also we haven't seen Rachel Summers kind of come out of the Jean Grey Phoenix thing. I went a little off track. Let's get back to the point I was saying. Uncanny X-Men, we can read that there's going to be new characters. You come face to face with Becca Constance Simon Panetti, a.k.a. Calico, original name. Hotura, a.k.a. the Deathdream. Jitter. There's Korea. Ransom. Anyways, it's them. All right? They've introduced some brand new characters. Gail Simone was really behind them. Cool designs, no disrespect. But they are new characters. And below you can read Calico, Deathdream, Jitter, and Ransom in the series of digital trading cards below. So maybe there's a business reason why. And there's more to it than what I'm about to eviscerate it for. Gail Simone is the only person who cares about these characters. Tom Brevoort maybe. But just like when G. Willow Wilson left and Sana Amanat left, just like when the creators of a character are no longer working there anymore or haven't, what happens to that character? No one gives a damn about Gail Simone's work. Gail Simone, you don't give a damn about everyone else's work. When have you guys ever gone, oh, we created a new character within the last 10 years. I want this character to succeed. During my comic, I will make sure that the event and fight that my character is facing is somewhat related to what happened over there in New York or whatever happened there in Wakanda or whatever the world is. Dude created a character named Tosin in the Black Panther issue 200 special. That character has been nowhere since you know who stopped writing at that company. There's so many examples of new characters being created, and as soon as that writer is gone, what happened to that new character? Riri Williams after Bendis. Who cared? No, none of them did. So there's a baked-in uphill climb for new characters to be made. Knowing that, I know that, but knowing that, what does Marvel think is going to happen with some of the new characters I just highlighted here? Why do they think this will do the trick? What do they know that I don't know? That no, listen, we learned from the failures. We've seen things go sour before. This time, what we're going to do is different. I don't know. I just don't know what the strategy is for the new Hawkeye character that we just saw. How these new champions, they must know, because it's not going to be an ongoing series. It's going to get canceled at 5. They must know from what they learned from Future Foundation, or that there's just some characters who an audience will come support and read month after month after month, and not. What do you think about this new character thing? Like, I think it is obvious that the same tactics can't be used. There needs to be a line-wide effort. There needs to be an email to every writer. We are really happy about this new character we just created, okay? The first comic is going to come out. I want you to make sure you mention this in your Avengers run, okay, Jed McKay? Yeah, sure. I'll make sure that the beginning of issue number 27 begins at, there's like a pile of rubble, and it's got related to what happened in issue 1 of so-and-so's comic. Thanks. Person who's writing the Captain Marvel book, you make sure I'm already on it. Cool. Let's see. At the next major event, I'm not saying we're trying to make this the lead. Don't put in the center of the cover, but like, make sure this new character we just created serves a role. Oh yeah, all right, sure. I don't see why not. I'll give more than a few lines, actually. Or I'll artist, can you dedicate? Yeah, sure, yeah. What's the powers? Got it. And if we're not doing that, then what the and when the new character doesn't have a quality writer, if the new character has like a nobody you just are gonna pay minimum wages to, why would I, customer, be willing to support someone you don't even support? What is Marvel thinking with these new characters? And in the case of Gail Simone's new Uncanny X-Men, there's been so many mutant characters created. We're just creating D-listers. What happened to those Araco mutants The From the Ashes era just kind of started. What happened to them? We have a whole planet of mutants that were created. What happened to the children of the atom who were created? New characters are not it at all. I'm never going to get happy about a new... Never is a strong word. It takes more to get me happy about a new character. And if they're in a group, then man, there's no way. New Champions coming out. Check it out. Great design. And I remember reading, here's the writer in paragraph 2. It says, as soon as I saw the New Champions variants, my mind started racing, dreaming up possible origins and powers and code names for these imagined sidekicks. Reverse engineering the cast from the covers was unlike any other creative process I've ever been involved in. I think that's just creativity, but it also admits that there's no storyline purpose behind them except for we need to make new characters. So check out New Champions. If you're interested in some of these characters, I bet this guy's not a white man. I bet this person is a melanated human being. And so is this one. And they are hiding the skin tone. Dad, you know how it is, everybody. You know how it is. But yeah, the Marvel method. They're working backwards. This person's got magic, and I'm like, ugh, I hate that shit. It's got the Belasco. What's it called? Hell, is it? The other world where magic Ilyana Rasputin went to. Captain America star right over there. But yo, it's up to Steve Fox to make the characters and the stories, and yeah, there's absolutely no plan behind this, and we know it, everyone. We absolutely know that there's no plan behind the new characters. They're gonna make it up as they go along, which again is a creative, like, cool little thing that it can be great, but it does confirm something we didn't need confirmed. Why? Why do I know this, but Marvel Comics doesn't know this? Why do they try new characters thinking it'll work? Like you haven't conditioned your audience over the last, let's just say the last 30 years, for sure the last 10 years, that new characters have an impossibly high failure rate. We shouldn't even bother getting behind them. You have an opposing opinion? Let me know. Bye.